Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for checking out my videos. I hope you really like what I'm doing here, and if you do, please subscribe. I post videos every week on Tuesdays. If you are watching my video for the third, second, whatever time, if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Right, today I am going to be doing my top 5 low carb baking essentials. These are by no means obviously the only products out there. There's so many different options for us out there, guys, so many different ones. However, these are the ones that I actually just bought first when I first started keto, and they've basically remained in my cupboard since then. So these are just the top 5 that I use pretty much every week, if not every other day, depending on what it is I'm making. So this is in no particular order. This is literally just, this is a bag of this. I like this. Do you like it? You can try it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm talking too much. Right, so without further ado, let's get into my top 5 low carb baking essentials. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is coconut flour. The one that I use particularly is this brand here. Okay, so this one is 100% organic raw coconut flour. I just bought this on Amazon. In fact, everything I'm showing you today I bought on Amazon. I'm obsessed with Amazon. You can literally get anything you want on Amazon. I'm not getting paid to talk about Amazon. Obviously, I've got like 2 subscribers, but I'm not getting paid to talk about Amazon. But I love Amazon. Literally anything you want, you can pretty much find on there. So this coconut flour is amazing. It is a flour that sucks up quite a lot of moisture. So if you're going to be using it, you need to make sure that your recipe specifically calls for coconut flour. Yeah, I've made the mistake before where I thought it interchanged with almond flour, which I'll be showing you in a second, but it really doesn't. Yeah, you should always be careful with this one. Use it, not sparingly, but use it in recipes that you don't want to be too moistureful. Is that a word? I'm making up words. We'll call that a word, moistureful. But yeah, this does also have a slight hint of coconut. I say slight hint. It is coconutty. So depending on the kind of recipes you're using it in, if you wanted to mask the coconut taste, for instance, if you're doing like a savory sort of dish, make sure that you put a lot of seasoning in it so it takes away that coconutty taste. But I love this when I'm baking stuff that isn't actually savory. I love the taste of coconut. So if you love the taste of coconut, you will love this. And it's also quite cheap. I think this bag was, oof. I'll be listing everything, by the way, in the description box below. I don't know this off by heart, but I'll find out. But I think this bag was definitely less than £10. I know that. Maybe £6, I want to say. So not too expensive. And it's 1 kg as well. So you're getting quite a lot there for your money. Okay, so this whey. So this is pure whey protein concentrate, and it's unflavored. So the reason I get the unflavored one is obviously to make it more versatile. So it means I can use this in my savory dishes. I can use it in my dessert dishes. I can use it, it's so versatile. I can use it with anything. So it just gives me that extra little injection of protein, and like I said, you can pretty much use it in everything. This bag here, it has 40 servings, but that's obviously if you're going by the scoops and stuff like that. 1 kilo, and then you get 20 grams of protein per serving as well. Again, it's depending on if you're going to be using the scoops. The macros on here are pretty good as well. It's pretty low in carbs. It looks like 4 grams of carbs per 100 grams, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all. I know that there's some out there that have quite a lot of carbs in them. So this one was just one. Again, like I mentioned, I got it on Amazon. Not too expensive either. This, I can't remember how much this was, but it looks like you can get it from Bodybuilding Warehouse as well, but I just got it directly from Amazon. So yeah, so on to the next one. We've got almond flour. So the thing with almond flour is it's expensive for what you're getting. It's definitely more expensive than the coconut flour. However, this one is more of a flour that I just use to replace normal flour. To me anyway, I'm not sure if people have different experiences, but for me, it's sort of acted pretty much like a pretty good substitute for normal flour. Any recipe that calls for, you know, your normal standard carby flour, I just put this in. I feel like I've said flour so many times in the last 1 minute. So yeah, flour, we'll say that again. Make this a drinking game. I actually don't drink, kids. What am I saying? You can drink if you like. Anyway, going off on a tangent again. So yeah, so this one is, I use it quite a lot. I really try not to because of, you know, the price, but this is the one that I use. So it's ground almond flour from Buy Whole Foods online. But again, I just bought it on Amazon. I've never actually tried going on that Buy Whole Foods website. I might try it out and see what other stuff they have. But this bag, I just got directly from Amazon. Absolutely love it. People do need to remember though that when you're using almond flour, they are almonds. I know that sounds really obvious, but don't forget that you are actually just using pure almonds to bake. So remember to count that in your macros. I love this. I made a bread recipe. Actually, when you see this video, I've already posted the bread recipe, I think. Yeah, so that bread recipe, this was the flour that I used in it. Love it. Okay, the fourth one is Flax Seed. So I use the milled organic flax seed by Linwood's. That one. I think you can literally get this bag in any shop. I mean, again, I bought it on Amazon. I feel like I'm just going to be saying the word Amazon this whole video. But yeah, I bought this bag. I think it came with 3 or 2 in it. Quite cheap, actually, super cheap. And I love this stuff because I use it in baking a lot. It's one of those ingredients I feel doesn't take up too much room in your baking. That's a really weird way to put it, but I feel like I can just chuck it in there as an extra thing, you know. It's very high in omega-3s, in your iron, in zinc. It's a good source of magnesium, fiber. Like, it's amazing. Like, literally, I'll just add a tablespoon, a couple of tablespoons, depending on what I'm making. Sometimes I'll even just add this to Greek yogurt. I'll literally just have a spoonful of this and some Greek yogurt, and I call it a day. I just love it. Again, I think you can get different ones of these. You can get them in any store, but this particular one, again, Amazon, quite cheap. I'm really bad at remembering the prices of these things because I bought them all at different times. But again, I will be listing where I got this in the description below. I'll try to link exactly the products that I have on here. Obviously, you can use different ones if you like. They don't have to be the exact ones that I'm using. But yeah, I will be linking all of the specific ones that I got. So, last but not least, number 5 is Psyllium Husk. There we go. So with Psyllium Husk, this is basically a binder sort of ingredient. So for your breads, for your buns, for, you know, that sort of stuff that you don't want to just crumble, like whenever you make it, you don't want it to just crumble, you want it to stay together. Psyllium Husk is basically that, it binds your food. So the thing with Psyllium Husk as well is less is more sometimes. You don't want to put too much into your food while you're cooking, because once you've put too much in, as stupid as this sounds, you can't remove it. So you're better off just putting it bit by bit to make sure that it's not getting your food too jellified. Because when you use Psyllium Husk, for those that have used it, you know it's quite, it makes it quite jellified if you put too much in, obviously depending on what it is you're trying to do. You know, with Psyllium Husk, it replaces stuff like xanthan gum if you don't have that, or you can use xanthan gum in place of this. I haven't actually tried using xanthan gum yet. Don't know why I'm talking about that, because it's not part of the video, but that's just another one that you can use as a binding agent. I just bought this big bag, and I don't even think this bag was that expensive. I think pretty much all of my products, perhaps maybe apart from the whey protein, I managed to get under £10. Don't quote me on that. I think most of them were under £10, because I'm a bargain hunter. Like, we all want to get the best value for our money. But yeah, so all of these bags, I think that I've showed you, are all 1 kgs. I think it's probably best to have quite a lot in your kitchen, except the flax, which is 425 grams. But yes, those are my top 5 baking essentials that I always try to have in my kitchen. You'll be able to see as I go along on this channel, I just love experimenting with different things. You know, some of the recipes that you see on here, some of them I've obviously found somewhere on the internet, and I'll always try and link where I found certain recipes. But some of them are actually ones that I'll come up with on my own, or I will find a recipe, maybe not quite like how that recipe turned out, and I'll just change a few things, you know, experiment with a few things and see what works, you know, sort of taking something that perhaps I don't like. Or with some recipes as well, if you are in a place that you can't get certain ingredients as well, like I know some of the recipes I follow are American ingredients, but I think with the UK we're quite lucky now. I think we do get most of the stuff, and if you can't get most of the stuff, you tend to be able to find it on, you guessed it, Amazon. Amazon should really sponsor me. Like, I've said their name in this so much. Yeah, they're gonna, okay. Anyway, going off on a tangent again, but yes, so those were my top 5 essentials. Please let me know if you liked this video. Again, please keep telling me what you want to see. Give me your ideas, recipe ideas, just general video ideas, like sit down, chit chat things, whatever it is that you guys want to see from me, I will be more than happy to oblige. So I will see you guys again next week on Tuesday with a recipe video. So that will be my little talk video, recipe video, talk video, recipe video. So I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday, with a recipe video. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I hope you guys have a great one. Bye. Okay, bye. Friends.